All right, I got another through hiker here. I'm getting ready to talk to her. Sherry's giving her some grapes, and I'm going to get her trail name. I'll get her to tell it to you since she's already told it to me. Tell me your trail name.
Stoic.
S-T-O-C, no.
S-T-O-I-C.
Yeah. I asked you how, so I put it underneath your face so they'll know who you are. You told me you started on March the 10th.
Yep.
And how's it been going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. You got a smile on your face, and you're at mile, I don't even know what we're at, 13 something, 14?
13, 20 something.
13, 20, that's a long ways to hike. You told me you hadn't been thinking about hiking a long time. It just turned out to be the right time.
Yeah, I started planning about a year before I started.
Now in the planning stage, if somebody's looking at this, about your age, a young girl, said, you know what, I think I'm going to do what she did. What would you tell her to really think about hard? Is gear important? Getting the right gear, or you think you can kind of pick it up as you go, you know, as far as...
There are definitely things that I switched once I was out here, despite doing a lot of research.
Okay, well that's good information.
Yeah, there's some things that it works for other people and you read about it online, and then you get out here and you find out that it's different for
That's
you.
good. Yeah, that's very good. And then like you said, don't believe everything you read.
Right.
And the trail usually provides or helps train you for what's ahead.
Yep.
You got off for a little while. I asked you a question about it. Have you ever considered quitting? And you said, oh yeah.
Yeah, lots of times.
Now you also said though that you got off for like a week and that kind of re-energized you. So if somebody ever starts to think about this watching us talk to you and they're going to hike, would you give them any suggestions on how to handle that phase that you go through wanting to quit?
For me, a lot of it was thinking about how I would feel if I didn't finish.
Okay.
And I knew I would regret it for probably the rest of my life.
Rest of your life. You told me you have a little sister. And she's not envious of you. She just
Nope.
kind of cool about it.
Yeah.
And your mother was a little worried because her daughter was going to be out here all by herself.
Yep.
And but it's pretty safe out here, isn't it?
Yeah. I've never really felt in danger at all.
Okay.
Except for maybe snakes.
Yeah. And have you seen a rattlesnake?
I don't know. I've seen a lot of snakes.
You just kind of got away from them as quick as you could.
Yeah, I was like, oh, snake.
What about a bear?
I saw one bear.
One bear, okay.
Just before Waynesboro, Virginia.
Okay, probably saw a lot of deer and squirrels and all that.
Yep. I've seen more chipmunks than squirrels.
If I asked you what's the most annoying thing about being out here, I wonder what that would be.
It's kind of such a little thing, but I really hate it when leaves get stuck on my poles.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of like raking leaves and you got to take the leaves off the rake. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Now, I've been thinking about what I was going to ask people when I got back out here, since we're so far further north than I've done most interviews further south. What's the biggest difference today than it was 3 months ago for you? You know, when you first started and, you know, you're thinking about what it was and how hard it's been for you, you know, mentally and physically. So how much has it changed in your way of thinking about the trail?
I think now that it's warmer and better weather, it's just more optimistic, and especially getting up in the morning, not having to get out into the cold. And
with the ice and the snow that y'all had in the south?
Makes it easier to start the day. And
okay, good.
Makes the overall day better.
Now can you remember back, say the first 2 or 3 weeks, that what hurt the most on you at that time? Your legs, arms, back, or?
My feet.
Your feet?
Definitely my feet.
What hurts more today than, is that what hurts the most today?
Yeah, but in a different way.
Okay, explain that, because I'm glad you said that.
I was having arch and heel pain in one foot when I started, and now I have pain in the ball of my foot.
Yeah, stepping on those rocks.
Yeah, the rocks are probably a big part of it.
Yeah, you getting ready to get your third pair of shoes?
Yeah, these ones are
kind of got a little wore out.
Busted right there. But I just ordered new ones today, so I'll have them Thursday.
Okay. Stoic, is anybody you want to say hello to out there in YouTube land, or somebody you want to challenge or give an encouragement word to somebody that's thinking about doing it like you're doing it next year?
I'll just say hi to my family.
That's always a good thing to do.
I know they're all supporting me, and my boyfriend Tommy.
Okay. Yeah, don't leave Tommy out.
Yeah.
Wildly. Well, that's good. Any encouraging words to somebody that think they want to try to do it, and what would you tell them?
I'd say the hardest part is just starting.
You know what? You're about the second person that's told me that, and that is so true.
Yeah.
Just getting over the start.
Yep.
Just go out there and enjoy it.
You got to commit to it, and then once you're there, it's easier to stay than to get out there.
Than to go home.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you taking a few minutes and talking with us, and good luck from here to Katahdin. God bless every step, and maybe send us a picture when you summit.
Okay, awesome.
All right, man, I'm in Unionville, New York. I just got up here from Tennessee and back on the trail catching hikers, and we caught one right off the bat. Tell me your trail name.
I'm Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Yeah.
And you started when?
March 18th.
March 18th at Springer Mountain.
Yep.
A lot different today than it was the day you started.
It is a lot different now, yeah, for sure.
How has it changed over the time that you've been out here, Fuzzy?
Well, I mean, the weather is the big thing for sure, but then I think just, adjusting to the kind of lifestyle of being outside every day, and knowing you wake up in the morning, you walk, that's what you do. That's I mean, certainly like adjusting to that's been the biggest change.
You look like you're having fun.
Oh yeah, I'm having the time of my life. I mean, especially the last couple of days. Like yesterday, the weather is beautiful. Today, it's going to be another beautiful day. So. Well,
I'm really glad I'm catching some of y'all here, because I want to kind of center in on the difference of how the trail changes you and your thoughts on the trail between the beginning and here, for people that are looking at this that want to hike next year or the next year. Can you think of anything that if you've learned on the trail you wish you would have known earlier?
That's a good question. I mean, I think honestly, just like, it's simple, but just the idea of kind of taking it one day at a time and not stressing out about what's going to happen next, because I've learned it's like at the end of the day, everything's going to be okay. Like, there's going to be water, there's going to be shelter, you're going to get to town. It's like,
so be flexible. Be
flexible. That's right. That's probably a good way to put it. Okay.
What hurts the most on you now at this stage of the game?
Honestly, I mean, I'm like coming up on 1,400 miles. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, my feet are a little tender on the bottom, which is just normal when you hike like that. But honestly, I'm after about 600 miles, all the injuries kind of stops, and it's just basic, muscle and feet soreness now.
What pair of shoes? Is this your third pair, second pair?
This is my third pair of shoes, yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty much normal.
Yeah.
Budget's gone pretty good for you? Did you give much planning to that?
Yeah, I came out with like a pretty set budget. And everything's going as expected.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's getting higher going up. It's more expensive up in here, starting here especially.
It's getting more expensive, but I'm finding I'm actually spending less money because I'm taking less time off. Like, you can do more, like, the more condition you get, the bigger days you can do. So when you're doing 20-mile days, you spend less money in town than when you're doing,
When was your last
days.
zero? Do you remember?
Harrisburg, Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't take a lot of zeros.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now how many miles will you hike today?
Probably like 25, 20.
25.
Low 20s probably.
Wow. So what's the next thing you're looking forward to up in front of us?
New York City. I'm going to go into New York City. Yeah, I'm excited to I have a friend there I'm going to stay with for a little while. It'll be fun.
Spell your name so I make sure I spell it right.
Sure. I spell it Fuzzy Wuzzy, so F-U-Z-Z-Y-W-U-Z-Z-Y.
Okay. And where are you from, Fuzzy?
I'm from Huntington, West Virginia.
Okay. First time you've been this far north?
No, I've been this far north a few times. This is the first time I've been in Jersey, though. Well, I guess I'm in New York technically, huh?
Yeah, you're in New York, Unionville, New York.
Yeah.
So you finally made New York.
Yeah.
All right, well, I know you're busy. I don't want to keep you. I need a lot of miles. You want to say hello to anybody out there?
I guess my mom and dad.
That's always good.
Yeah, for sure, mom and dad, and my good friend Marita.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any challenges to anybody that's sitting at home saying, you know what, I'm thinking about doing the Appalachian Trail?
Somebody gave me a good piece of advice early on when I was thinking about doing it. It was to just like find a way to do it, because once you get out here, you'll figure it out. And I've like that. I took that advice and ran with it. I think that's all you can really do if you want to do it.
And you stayed here at Unionville last night?
No, I actually stayed like 2 miles outside. I just hiked in this
morning. Come back into town to enjoy the benefits of town.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking a minute out, and God bless every step between here and Katahdin. Be looking for you up the trail maybe.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, we're at Hoarder's General Store parking lot in Unionville, New York. Just made New York, and I got another through hiker here. I talked to him a little bit off camera, but not a lot. Let's get out of the sun a little bit. Give us your name, your trail name.
I'm Stretch.
Go ahead and spell it, and that way I'll make sure I get it spelled right.
S-T-R-E-T-C-H.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stretch, you told me you started in March?
Yep, March 2nd.
March 2nd. And you got off, you said, for injuries or sickness a little bit.
I was sick the last couple days, got off. But yeah, it's been pretty good. I haven't spent too much time off trail.
And where are you from, Stretch?
I'm from Pennsylvania, Lewisburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. So you were walking home for a while.
Yeah.
What is your feelings about the rocks since you live here in Pennsylvania?
It's not bad. It's not as bad as everybody says it is, but they're there.
I passed on the road the other day, a real big, tall pile of rocks as high as that tree, and I thought maybe that's where they get the rocks to put on the trail.
Probably where they're coming from. Yeah. But Southern PA is nice and fast and flat, and it's not too rocky. What's
been the hardest part for you, Stretch?
Hardest part was the roller coaster in Virginia. I just had such terrible weather there. That was kind of the lowest I've been.
Did you stay at Bears Den Hospital?
Yeah, I got into Bears Den after 5 straight days of rain. I finally stumbled into there.
That's a cool place.
It was an awesome place to stay, really good. The caretaker there was awesome. He gave us a ride into town. And
great guy.
Super helpful,
What are some of the other places you've stopped at that has impressed you? Like hostels or wherever?
Yeah. Greasy Creek Friendly was an awesome place. Connie's great.
Okay.
Where else did I stay? In Irwin, it was at Uncle Johnny's hostel in Irwin. It was a cool place.
And Uncle Johnny died this year.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
died earlier in the year, but they're still open and running.
Yeah.
What about up north, further north here? Have you stayed?
I didn't stay anywhere in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I didn't really stay anywhere in too many places in Virginia.
And you've got a time frame that you need to be through by, right?
Not anymore.
Okay, not anymore.
Yeah, I took a second semester off school, so.
Okay.
I'd like to finish in August. And then, that way I've got just time to do stuff. But
will you go back to work or do something like that between?
I'll go home for a couple months, work. I've got a job lined up, so.
What pair of shoes are you on at this stage? We're about 1,500 mile mark, I guess.
So this is pair number 3.
Pair 3, that's about normal.
My second pair, I didn't get too many miles out of because my feet grew a lot.
Okay.
When I started with those. But yeah, and I'm getting ready for pair number 4 on Saturday.
Okay, well that's about what happened with my wife. She finished on to her 4th pair. Now, what about family? You got brothers or sisters?
I've got a younger brother.
What's he think about brother being out here?
He likes it, I think.
Okay.
He'd never want to do anything like this, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not envious of you then?
Nah, not at all. He
probably
thinks I'm a little nuts.
Yeah, I hear you. What's your parents think about you being out here?
I think my dad wants to be out here a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's had fun. He's had a lot of fun doing some trail magic and meeting up, and he's been kind of running everything out of home.
Yeah, that's your support.
Yeah, he's kind of support, and it was kind of Mom's idea that I do this. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I had some time off of school, and I needed to do something.
And your mom recommended it. Your mom.
I wanted to do this.
Did she have any experience with the Appalachian Trail?
No,
either of your
not
parents?
At all.
Okay.
My dad has done some day hikes and section hikes on it. And a little bit, but not a lot.
So when did it come in? When did it really start becoming reality that you were going to hike the trail?
February.
Oh.
I started March 2nd.
Wow.
So it was a quick
That quick.
I've been backpacking for a couple
years.
years.
Yeah, you had equipment,
all the gear.
but as far as not the mental, people plan for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
preparing.
no, this was a lot of winging it.
Well, yeah, and it's worked for you.
Yeah, I feel it's kind of hard to plan for something like this.
Okay. Well, if you had to tell somebody that's looking on camera that's going to start next year in March, what's the one piece of advice, if I ask you to give me one piece of advice for a guy your age getting ready to do it next year, what would you say?
That's kind of hard. I'd say a lot of people my age are push the big miles way too early.
Okay. Okay.
So don't push. I didn't do a 20-mile day till Virginia.
Okay.
And there's a lot of guys out here who started a lot later than me up here, but it doesn't matter. We're all finishing.
Yeah,
so it's a marathon, not a sprint. So just don't push those big miles.
What kind of mileage days right here in this area are you comfortable doing right now?
Oh, a 20-mile day is kind of my sweet spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know you've said that a lot of people on here have seen fresh ground. you met Fresh Ground, I think, and got to eat or be around him for a while.
He fed me and gave him some fuel, and I met him, I think, 2 to 3 times.
Cool,
Kind of
cool.
into him, yeah.
Anybody you want to say hello to out there before we close out on YouTube?
Well, I just got to say hello to my family.
Hey, that's very important.
Pennsylvania, so, yeah.
God bless every step between here and Katahdin, and maybe we'll see you up the trail, Stretch.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Thank you.